Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the Big 7 stories right now. Topping the list with Thanksgiving just a few days away, many are getting ready to hit the road or head to the airport. AAA projects nearly 2 million Tennesseans are expected to travel for the holiday this year, which could set a new record for the state. 50,000 people are expected to take to the skies, and if you're headed to McGhee Tyson, there's a few things you need to know that could help you out. The escalators are being worked on, so keep that in mind. So if you're traveling with someone who uses a wheelchair, the airport recommends dropping them off on level 2 to avoid any elevator wait times. You should also arrive early and be aware of the ongoing construction projects.
Those being our new parking garage and our roadway improvement program. So you will see some construction on your way in and some roadways that have been shifted. So we really just recommend that you give yourself ample time.
Before you leave, check the airport's website. There you can see what parking is available and in which lots, as well as the status of your flight. Next on The 7 for you tonight, 3 Knoxville Fire Department employees have now been disciplined after a death investigator saved the life of a person wrongly believed to be dead. This is a story that we've been following since July. Now, this started with the Knox County Medical Examiner's Office getting a report of a deceased person. This after the Knoxville Fire Department was dispatched to a reported medical emergency. However, when they got to the scene, a death investigator found that the person was actually alive. This mix-up prompted the Knoxville Fire Department to launch an internal investigation. It led to the 3-member crew from Engine 15 to be placed on administrative duty. They also received disciplinary action from the fire chief and have now returned to regular duties. Next on The 7, the man accused of shooting 2 Blount County Sheriff's deputies, killing one of them, has a court date tomorrow for a second preliminary hearing. Kenneth D. Hart is expected to appear at 9 tomorrow morning. This is after he claimed that he was not able to retain his counsel of choice when his initial preliminary hearing was held days after his arrest. The state revealed that it intends to pursue the death penalty as well as life without the possibility of parole in D. Hart's case. The trial date was previously set for April of next year. We will let you know if that changes. Next on The 7, live music is returning to the city of Loudon in a big way. Beginning next summer, the city plans to host 7 to 10 free concerts at the Tate & Lyle Outdoor Amphitheater. Now, this is through the Levitt Amp Loudon Music Series. Back in September, we talked to the city and Loudon Alive, a nonprofit focused on revitalizing the city of Loudon, about how it was urging the community to vote for the city to receive this award. Representatives have told us about how bringing a concert series back to the city would not only boost tourism and economic development to the area, but also bring life to an underutilized amphitheater. Well, today, Loudon Alive tells us it placed first in the statewide voting stage of the Levitt Amp Grant competition.
We love it when the community comes together, and it just brings joy. It brings joy to the community, and a lot of people are moving here and they want things to do. So this is a great way to give them a venue throughout the summer and probably into the fall for a concert series, and it's something they'll be able to count on.
Robert says Loudon joins 5 other Tennessee communities in collaboration between the Levitt Foundation, the Tennessee Entertainment Commission, and the Tennessee Departments of Economic and Community Development and Tourist Development. Together, she says, these partners will bring up to 180 free concerts across Tennessee over the next 3 years. Next for you tonight, tourism officials say holiday travel is already picking up across the Smokies. They're expecting bigger crowds as families arrive for Thanksgiving and Christmas events. Tourism leaders in Pigeon Forge and Sevierville say foot traffic is already climbing with Winterfest lights, new Christmas decor, and free attractions at the island, drawing families in early. Now, the region typically welcomes 8 million visitors a year, and officials say crowds are arriving sooner than usual as Thanksgiving approaches.
Thanksgiving is one of the holidays that traditionally is very busy here. People come because it's a family get-together where a lot of people get together with their families here. So we always expect a lot of business during the Thanksgiving holiday, which basically starts for a lot of people tomorrow and goes through December the 1st.
Officials say the holiday rush is expected to continue building straight through Christmas. More information, by the way, will be on our website at WATE.com, so check it out there. All right, next for you on The 7, Knoxville's Public Building Authority finds itself to be the victim of wire fraud to the tune of nearly $760,000. A report from Knoxville Police dated Thursday says a scammer emailed the Public Building Authority. We're told the scammer appeared to be a regular vendor, just with a slightly different email address. KPD says the email also had different account and routing numbers listed, and that someone with Knoxville's Public Building Authority wired nearly $760,000 to the scammer. Well, this money was for the Summer Place complex build-out. However, we're told it will not have an impact on the project because the Public Building Authority has reserved funding. Now, the investigation is ongoing. Of course, we'll continue to follow this and keep you up to date. All right, next on the 7 for you tonight, we are learning the University of Tennessee's newest mascot is getting an early retirement. UT is saying Smokey XI will immediately step away from mascot responsibilities. You know, being a mascot was really never a good fit for Smokey XI. He was a little timid, and the big, loud crowds at Neyland just seemed to be too much for the blue-tick coonhound. This despite how his handlers and trainers worked with him over the past 2 years. You know, UT says that for Smokey XI's well-being and happiness, he will enjoy a quiet, peaceful retirement with his pack. We're talking his brother, his dad, Smokey X, and the Hudson family, Smokey's owners. Meanwhile, the university says it is working with the Hudsons now to come up with options for Smokey XII for the next football season.